What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And yes, the UAW workers at Stellantis have voted in favor of strike authorizations at an LA parts center. Now, this is part of the reason why Stellantis filed the federal lawsuit trying to get them to stop or trying to get the court to intervene to make them stop. But I feel like something much bigger is coming. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And in today's video, yes, we'll put it up here on the screen. This is from Reuters. UAW workers at Stellantis vote in favor of strike authorization in an LA parts center. The United Auto Workers Union said on Friday that members at Stellantis Los Angeles Parts Distribution Center voted in favor of authorizing a strike if the car maker failed to settle grievances with the union over investments in the U.S. Stellantis didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. The vote is the first of what is expected to be several such votes as the union seeks to apply pressure on Stellantis. Now, what does this mean? I think they get the authorization here from LA. I think they'll try to get one possibly in Detroit and maybe somewhere else before they move forward and actually strike. Now, I myself, again, I'm not a union rep. I'm not a part of the union. I don't have a dog in that hunt there. But I got to be honest here and say, I wonder if this is the wrong move. I'm looking at it just from a numbers perspective. You know, Sean Fain came out yesterday and said, like, yes, Stellantis is scared of a strike, and yes, it would harm them, but how much? I mean, if we're really looking at the numbers, EVs already aren't selling at a great rate, right? They already have some Charger EVs that are manufactured and on the way to dealers, some already at dealers, by the way. And, okay, cool. You strike, they're not being put together or situated here, even though the Charger is built in Canada. But whatever, parts-wise, whatever, stuff is not moving from LA. It's not going through the network. Vehicles are not being manufactured. Stellantis is sitting on a ton of inventory, from Jeeps to Rams and a ton of Hornets. They could literally hold out on a strike for months, and it would literally save Stellantis a ton of money. And right now, with them having doghouse measures, that's an internal code that they call it for cash saving measures. This would play right into Stellantis' hands if the UAW strikes. In fact, we could see the UAW become non-existent with Stellantis over this strike if Stellantis is able to show in federal court that the UAW didn't have enough grounds here to strike. Now, I understand that the UAW's attorneys are saying that they do, but the language that I've read in the contract, and again, I'm not a union rep, and I've had other attorneys look at this, they're saying it could go either way depending on the court. So, do they go judge shopping here? I don't know. What I do find interesting in this case is we could literally see every Stellantis UAW member lose their jobs. And I think Stellantis wants nothing more than that. If they fire everybody and they rehire some people or bring other people on and they're not union represented, oof, that is a massive win for Stellantis if that happens. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I feel like, and again, like I said, I don't have a dog in this hunt. I'm literally just looking at this. I feel like Sean Fain is trying to serve his self interests, not much of the people he has been elected or hired to represent. Just looking at some of the decisions that Sean Fain has made reminds me of decisions that Carlos Tavares has made as CEO for Stellantis, like systematically destroying the union and Tavares systematically destroying the brands. It'll be interesting to see what happens as they move forward. Stellantis is constantly cutting, as we've talked about earlier today. They had already put out that they were going to cut 40-something full-time jobs yesterday, and now we find out they're going to cut another 39 or 40 more jobs from Sterling Heights, more from Warren Stamping, and these are full-time represented employees that they're going to cut. And I guess the biggest thing I'm concerned about is, could Sean Fain give Stellantis the golden goose in that give them the ability to fire everybody from the union and rehire or hire non-union workers in the United States? I could see it happening. I could definitely see it happening. And then at that point, I could also see Carlos Tavares saying F it and moving whatever production they want to Mexico or whatever else, and them keeping maybe one or two assembly plants here in the United States with non-union workers. That is a very distinct possibility if this doesn't go exactly right for the UAW. We'll see what happens. It's only one strike authorization. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I don't see a positive outcome here for the workers in the event that there's a strike, because, as I said, with them sitting on so much inventory, you're saving them money on labor, right? They blow out the 100,000 or 150,000 units they need to sell anyway, right? And if it's a breach of contract on the UAW side, like if they find the right judge and the right attorney and the UAW strikes and they find the right judge to say that the UAW was wrong in that case, Stellantis fires everybody. Everybody is now out of a job. All those historic pay raises and increases as a employee go bye-bye. Gone. Your job's gone. I mean, technically, Stellantis probably could rehire you and probably would rehire a lot of the workers, but not union represented. Think about that. So, again, no dog in this hunt, don't care. It does not affect my life. I'm just reporting what I'm seeing. And I think Fain is literally doing exactly what Carlos Tavares wants him to do. I think this is I think it's collusion. I think it's a setup. I think it's a sucker move. Personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.